Hello, this is Kyler from Interactivity class, and I'm here to show you how the board game Phalanx works. So Phalanx is a turn-based tabletop strategy game where you must outmaneuver and capture all your opponent's pawns, and this often requires maneuverability, planning, and a little bit of luck. Now to start the layout of the game, there is usually the board, a 6-sided die, and 20 pawns total, 10 each. I only did like one and the other just to simplify things for a demonstration. And there are 7 simple rules. Rule 1 is that for each player taking a turn, you must roll die. So let's say I rolled a 3, and I'm red. I move 3 pieces. Secondly, I can move my pawn in any direction, so long as it's within the board. So I can move here, 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 or if like somewhere in the middle of the board, here, 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 here. But when I'm moving, let's say I have more than one pawn here. That number 3 I rolled is not binding to that one pawn. You can split it. So let's say I move here, that's one of 3 spots, and then 2, 3. Those are another 3. That's all 3 spaces I've taken. And at the same time, if you want to move one pawn or like in any direction you take, that one path isn't binding at all. So you can move, instead of like moving straight 3 spaces or up 3 spaces, you can change course 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Now, rule 4 is that rule 5 is that when we go talk about capture. So to capture an opponent's pawn, you must skip over that pawn space. So let's say the enemy side, the enemy or the blue team, is right here. Let's say I roll 2. Let's say I start here. So if I move here and skip over, that counts. I take that pawn, and I score a point. Now, if I'm here and that pawn's there, that pawn's safe because there's no other spot at the other end of it. But if I rolled that 2, 1, 2. That works because now I move to an area where that other end is available. And to make capture more difficult, on my defense, let's say it's the enemy's turn. Let's say a 3. Let's say I move right here. 1, 2. That blue pawn cannot capture the red pawn because there's another one occupying that space. So he has to move elsewhere, such as back here or anywhere around there. Now the end goal of the game is that all you have to do is that of all 10 pieces, of all 10 pawns from either side, one side must capture all 10 of the other pawn's pieces. And that's how you win the game. That's Phalanx, and I hope you enjoy.